All right, mothers, what do you do when you are dating someone or you're involved with someone romantically that is extremely passionate? They work a lot of hours, yet they're single and possibly unavailable as much as you are available. How do you date that type of person while still maintaining your principles, your standards, and your values, and not coming off as someone that's paranoid, someone that's just lonely, and just struck with fear that you may lose out on a good person? Like, what do you do? So in this reading, we're gonna put you up on game. All right, Spirit has some answers for you so you can really go within about these types of situation, relationship dynamics. And yes, every situation is unique and it is different. We are all on different timelines. But for your highest and greatest good, if you are dealing with a situation like that where you're single, they're single, they're non-committal, so you're non-committal, okay, or whatever, or you're interested in this person, but in order to be with them, you have to sacrifice some type of desire for a marriage or a union or something like that. Okay. Whether you've been married before or not, whether you've been in a long term relationship or not, this is to confirm your own intuition. This is to confirm your own inner knowing. And so only take what resonates deep within your spirit and in your soul so that you remain in alignment with what your heart truly desires and not riddled with anxiety of thinking the worst and fucking yourself up or fucking up a good thing. Okay. So let's see, Spirit, what channel message do you have for my moms that may be dealing with these types of situations here? Let's see, channel messages from my moms. So we have Garden in the Gate. So the first thing I heard is, do you believe that this is the best that you can do? Do you believe that this catch that you have currently attracted is all that you can attract? Okay. Comment down below whether or not you believe that this is all that you are capable of attracting or achieving. Do you know your worth? Do you know who you are? Not necessarily what you bring to the table, because we're not selling furniture. You get what I'm saying? We're not selling whatnots or things that you put on shelves. We're not elves on the shelves out here. We're real human beings with real feelings and emotions. And love in reverse. And so it's like no matter how many frogs that you have to kiss along the way, no matter how many people you come across that may have a lot of potential, right? They may have a lot of qualities. They may have a lot of values. They may have a lot of things going for themselves, things that you personally view as quality, high value, respectable options. But it's like, as long as you believe that that's the best that you can do, the best that you can produce, the best that you can attract, that's all you'll ever attract, over and over and over and over again. Because the Queen of Pentacles is saying that you have established that there is something that at least you can get out of these people if you are sacrificing. If you're sacrificing love, at least I can get some type of financial assistance. At least that person won't hurt me. At the very least, make them pay for it. And that's fine and dandy, okay? Because the broken heart in reverse is saying that you are protecting your heart. You are actively seeking to make sure you can limit the amount of bad experiences you have with dating or interacting with people. But the true statement is that in the back of your mind, you're going to always know that when a man passionately pursues a woman and he loves her Something about, as a woman, you know that when a man loves a woman, when a man is truly into a woman, he will valiantly pursue her. He will make time for her. Because to him, losing her would be his greatest fumble. So regardless if you're getting the money out of them or you're getting some type of assistance from him, if he doesn't view you as the love of his life, right, the person that he would do anything for, he will keep you and have other options as well. And he's entitled to do that because he's giving you your option. He's laid his cards on the table. He has told you that he doesn't desire long term. Some of y'all, he gave you a choice. Either, this is my truth. This person isn't a liar, so you have to respect them. I work a lot, and so I don't want to be in a long-term relationship, or I don't want to commit to something I can't upkeep, because I know I'm in a phase of my life that requires me to be focused on my ambitions. And that's a non-negotiable for this person. Which only means that if he's in this position where he is unable to give you anything more than a sexual adventure, he's already letting you know that he doesn't feel good enough already, because he knows your worth. But the moment that you agree to just a sexual adventure where this person gives you money, security, they provide some type of need, resource, whatever, that it's a fair, equal exchange, because they're not lying to you. It's a fair, equal exchange because you know the terms of the agreement. It's still an agreement happening, even though this person isn't committed to you, even though y'all are not an item. It's still, this person still wants to be able to deal with you. They still want to be able to see you be able to handle maintaining your responsibilities, your children, your household, even if they're not there. So they come in and they come and when they're not working, provide you some type of help. You say, well, at least this person's helping me. But in the event that they bump into the person that they feel is worth more than you, and that woman is going to be somebody that will not negotiate under these terms of this agreement. That woman will be someone that when they say this thing to her, like, oh, I'm not where I want to be right now, then she's going to say, okay, well, I wish you well. I enjoyed our date. I enjoyed our time together. And she's going to pack it. She's going to go the opposite direction, because no man that is in a phase of his life where he hasn't completed his sport, whatever it is he's looking for outside of a relationship, and he has nothing to offer. The only thing he has to offer is a false illusion that she's getting something in return. So this type of person is always going to value those that love themselves more than this person. That person is always going to view the woman that is harder to get, harder to acquire, as his lifetime achievement. Because if he acquires it quickly, or he acquires it, you have to understand the creature in which you're entertaining, right? And the creature that you're entertaining prefers a challenge. They love a challenge. They have that spirit. When something doesn't want them, they want it more. And anything that supposedly treats them like it comes willingly is nothing but food, prey. And so this person will keep their heart closed to anything that doesn't reflect that apex predator as themselves. That's what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm seeing here. Will they keep you and other people around? Absolutely. Will they want to see you have the best life? Absolutely. But if you're sticking around because you're hoping one day this person will love you or desire more, or to see how much you're worthy of that love, you lost this person's respect the moment that you attempted to agree to whatever terms of an arrangement they made with you. Straight up. That's their test. That's what they set up. Even if you have children, right? And there's statistics going around saying that, well, with children, that, it's harder to find someone that wants to father another man's child, right? And that may be very well true. But you might as well be with your child's father than to be extremely generous with a person that is still in the same spiritual position. They still have the same character or the same spirit of looking for a thrill of the chase as the previous person that you dated. You see what I'm saying? So the test here is not to change the person that you meet or you come in contact with, or to align with who they are, but rather to send them on their way, to allow them to continue coming across that which they are aligned with. So neither one of you has to change. When y'all dock at each other's stations, you should be solid in who you are. They should be solid in who they are. But based off our financial circumstances, Spirit is saying those are the only conditions where, when we feel like we're having a hard time planting roots and solidifying our stability and security for ourselves, we try to connect with people that have a passion for themselves to the point where they're emotionally detached. You see what I'm saying? Based off the principle that you may not even be where you want to be financially. You know what I'm saying? You may not be where you want to be equally. And so it's like, because you've already depreciated one level of value, and this is your belief system, right? It's like you already have children by someone else. So I can't lean on my virginity, or I can't lean on my body count, because somebody has already depreciated that value. So when you come across somebody that doesn't have children like you, or they are single but have children and they don't predominantly raise that children, and they're like ambitious and they have a lot going for themselves or whatever, you'll put yourself second best. You'll put yourself psychologically on a second tier, because on some level you're a single person out here too, maybe chasing your dreams or going after your own stuff, but you don't have anyone to share it with. So y'all become bedmates. But remember, flowers never go after bees. Okay? So it don't matter who comes in and out of your life. You don't ever go after bees. The bees are always going to come to you because they need you. So when you remember that everybody that's attracted to you is always going to need you more than you need them, whether, they're repopulating or whatever they're doing, it's an energy exchange. And so because they cannot be a flower, it don't matter if you have children, no children. It don't matter if you You talk to one person, two person, three person at the same damn time. Your value is always higher. Someone just convinced you that you weren't that omega. You weren't that O positive blood type that gives to every other type. You get what I'm saying? They try to convince you that you ain't that one and put you on the two. But when you remember who the fuck you are, the alphas are operating off of the program that you gave them. You allow them to play here. You allow them to come to your resources and utilize them, not to use them, but to utilize them. And if it's not beneficial, if it's not reproducing of something beneficial, then it's dead and it's not a living organism. And you should leave it right where it is. All right. You get no honey from these plants. You get no. What is it? Is it pollen? Is it pollen? If I'm not mistaken, you get no pollen so you can go and make honey somewhere else. No. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is why you've been playing it safe for so long, because you just need to remember who the fuck you are. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Four of Cups. Because you are a woman, because you are a mother, they will always owe you. Till it's owed as time. Four of Cups is saying there's a debt that's owed to you. And so the expectation that, they can swap places with you. No, you hold them accountable. Four of Cups. Because I took on this vessel this lifetime, these are some of the rewards that comes with being a plant, right? See, the plant kingdom is the only kingdom that feeds off itself. Everything else feeds from the plant. The plant is the only life cycle that feeds itself. Yes. Every other like animal kingdom and so on, they have to eat from something else to get their nutrients. Seven of Wands. And so the objective is always going to try to get you to back you into a corner, to get you to fold on this belief, to marinate the chicken, to wear you down. And so they're going to play the power struggle game. Or if I just put your guards down, you'll let me have it. You'll give it to me. And so I'm hearing a swarm of wasps, a swarm of bees. Trying to buy you. Ten of Pentacles. Like, I know what to give you. I know your type. Just give you money. You'll like that. Queen of Cups in reverse. And then they'll know that it's working on you when you start to come to them like, I need this and I need that. They want you to need them. It feeds their ego. Judgment in reverse. The Knight of Wands. I'm telling you. There will not be any love there. But if you love a challenge and you want to play with your food, get what you can get out of them. But if you are intentionally dating with the intention to solidify something and make a person love you, treat you, court you, date you in a way in which you deserve, you're going to have to revisit certain belief systems that made you lack in confidence, right? Because when you have confidence, telling someone no becomes very easy. Having emotional intelligence and knowing that when someone works on your spirit to try to get you to take action, to wear you down and all those different things, they're already revealing to you what type of lover they are. If you wear me down by waiting to come towards me and then saying, "Oh, well, I wasn't talking to you because I was working," then they're teaching you, they're training you on how to wait on them. But when a person knows that you have the confidence to decipher and discern the difference, they won't even play with you like that. They'll talk to you while they're in the car. They'll make sure someone updates you on a regular, because your stamina out, is just as strong as theirs. So every single time someone behaves in such a way that isn't to your liking or to your standards, it's like Spirit is saying, you must take your energy back, 4 of Cups, and then require that they work just as hard or even harder to come back around you. Because it's a tactic. They'll play a tactic. Deprivation is a spiritual tactic to get you to fold on your decisions. And then they'll come back around. They have mastered trying to wait for the right season or the right time. And it will spiritually work on you at a distance and make you wonder, like, oh my God, did I say something wrong? Are they mad? And then they'll sit back and watch and spiritually spy on you from fake accounts and look into your life through spirituality. Right? They'll look in the mirror. They'll pull cards on you. They'll do all types of stuff. Are you thinking about me? Do you feel for me? Knight of Cups. Because truthfully, they feel like you're turning them into a simp. You're making them a romantic. So every time a person goes away from you or they flee from you and they go spend a lot of time to themselves and having to retreat, maybe their objective to do it is to punish you. But Spirit is saying the longer that they sit out there and wait, the longer that they're in the doghouse, the longer you're not checking for them, you change them at their core. They start looking different, talking different. They don't recognize themselves anymore. Because looking into you, it's either their willpower will outwit yours, or yours will be stronger than theirs. And this person with love in reverse is starting to find themselves wanting to be romantic. And they're like, what the fuck? Why am I wanting to be romantic? I don't even do commitment. I don't even do relationships. This ain't even what I like. I bet you don't. 6 of Wands, they can't concentrate on work. And so you always have the upper hand. Because when that love is absent, it hurts them more than it should ever hurt you. When you remember that you are a flower, and flower never chase bees. So that's all I have for you guys. All right, all I have for you guys. You got someone that's like reminiscing. If they were once a player, they are changing at their core. Because this person has met their match. They may have had a big ego, but you got an even bigger ego. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, moms.